Congratulations. Okay, here's this. And I'll read this here on behalf of Mrs. Hoover, which I'll try my best. She always does a really good job at this. Mrs. Musser was originally a parent at State Street Elementary. When her son Landon was entering grade 5, she applied and was hired as a paraprofessional. Not only was she able to watch her son grow, but his friends and the rest of the students that she worked with at State Street. Mrs. Musser is a multitasking rock star who projects and encourages cooperation and kindness while caring and helping students and staff at State Street Elementary School. This patient educator differentiates instruction and promotes progress. Mrs. Musser fills in gaps whenever she's needed. She is an enabler of the confidence and definitely encourages all students to do their best at all times. She is a facilitator for success for all students. Mrs. Musser is a wonderful addition to State Street Elementary. Both the students, parents, and staff are happy that she is here. Congratulations to Mrs. Musser for being our Employee of the Month here at State Street.
Thank you to my crew out there. And Kendall, somebody better get in a picture with me. I'm not going by myself. Thank you. Oh, thanks.
Mrs. Hall, let's see her. Okay. Highland Elementary, Greta Bible. Is she here? Come on down. Greta Bible is a team player at Highland and is one of our Title I support teacher. She upholds a high standard for all students' behavior and learning. She's thoughtful and deliberate regarding her instruction, and this year taught after-school tutoring to both enrich student learning in preparation for the academic games and prepare them for PSSA testing. She makes learning fun for her students and is always planning, motivating, and engaging lessons for her students at Highland. She also connected Highland with the animal friends and arranged for a therapy dog named Bobcat and his handler, Mary, to visit Highland weekly since April. Greta's commitment to positivity and her genuine caring for our students has brought many smiles to their days and provides them with something to look forward to each week when Bobcat arrives. Greta, thank you for your commitment and excellence and coordinating this enriching learning opportunity for Highland Elementary School students. On behalf of Mrs. Hall and Highland, we'd all like to thank you for everything you do each and every day. Congratulations.
Beaver County Career and Technology Center National Technical Honor Society. The following Ambridge students were inducted into the National Technical Honor Society at a ceremony at the Beaver County Career and Technology Center. Induction into the National Technical Honor Society is one of the highest accomplishments that can be bestowed upon a career and technical education student. And just for a little background, in the entire county of Beaver, there are only 39 students that made it in. The 2024 inductees are Jason DeSantis, Business Information Systems. Okay, Kaylin Turco, Business Information Systems. Jason and Kaylin join current Ambridge National Technical Honor Society students Sydney Ford, Health Occupations, and Mason Lewis, Graphic Arts.
Mr. Beaver County. Congratulations to our students who were winners in Mr. Beaver County. Pietro Pucci was the grand prize winner of $1,000 and earned the title of Mr. Beaver County. Congratulations. If you're here, Pietro, he's probably rehearsing. He's at rehearsal. Chase Fetterman was the first runner-up and the winner of the second prize of $500. Chase, are you here? Sick. Congratulations to both. Boys volleyball. Boys volleyball, all section teams are chosen and voted on by the coaches of the 7 teams in the section for the top 20 players. There were 4 student athletes from Ambridge given this honor. Carson Merlina, 10th grade, first team. Donovan Bober, 12th grade, first team. Sam Miller, 12th grade, first team. Nathan Sheffield, 10th grade, second team. Boys volleyball is section co-champions with an 11-1 record. This is the 24th consecutive season that the boys volleyball team has earned a WPIAL playoff berth. In the first round playoff match, Ambridge, number 4 seed, defeated Trinity, number 13 seed, by the score of 3-0. Our team will play South Fayette, number 5 seed, in the quarterfinals at home on Thursday at 7 p.m. Come out and support the boys. Go Bridgers. Track. The following students placed multiple times at large invitationals representing Ambridge, including the Beaver County Championship. Jalen Anderson, I'm going to read all the names, and if you're present, come forward. Jalen Anderson, Daryl Kane, Axton Denny, Lily Denny, Jordan Garrison, Jaheim Harmon, Harrison Hill, Stacy Jones, Nora Marshanda, Adonis Mysick, Jaden Price, Jordan Pritchard, Braden Reeves, Mackenzie Reeves, Carla Sanchez, Cavante Saunders, Aaron Scheib, Hannah Thier, Taylor Thompson, Sierra Tyson, Tavin Wise, Maria Zimkowitz.
Duncan's here. I got a good side though. She's getting on a good side. Thank you. Is it on? Yes. Thank you, school board directors, for recognizing the track and field team. Today, we just left the WPIAL championship, and I just want to let you guys to know that Stacy Jones is number 23 in the WPIAL. That's out of 56 schools, and Braden Reeves placed 16th out of 56 schools in the WPIAL. So, very happy. Stacy Jones is shot put, and Braden Reeves is javelin. And we have Harrison Hill, who will be continuing on his studies and running at Geneva College. So Harrison in the back, very proud of you. Thank you again. Should I just stay up here? Okay. I can read it. Can I take the mic off then? Now that I have the mic properly in my hand, I can introduce. Is that better? What I said earlier was we have WPIAL champions in this school district, and every person on here, the track team is 9th and 10th graders, and we have nothing but a bright future ahead of us. Most of the people who did not make it to WPIAL today were maybe 20, they were maybe 1 or 2 off. So a sprinter, Daryl DJ Kane, he missed WPIALs by 7/100ths of a second. And he's only in 10th grade. We have a Sierra who isn't here today, but she received something. She missed WPIALs by 7 inches as a 9th grader. Aaron Scheib, I can sit here and tell you every single name, but we have a very bright future, and I expect us bringing home a team championship within the next 3 years. And I'm up here because the next one is someone dear to my heart. I want to say congratulations to Carla Sanchez, who's a player of the girls flag football team and who was nominated by me to play in a game called the Big 33. Carla will represent Ambridge, pretty much the Pittsburgh area, in the Pennsylvania Scholarship Football Coaches Association, called the PSFCA, in the first girls flag football tournament as part of the 67th Big 33 Football Classic. Carla was selected out of the seniors across the league, that's 40 schools, because of her athletic ability and a strong academic standing and and the qualities of a well-rounded leader and her exceptional character. High school age girls flag teams are represented at this event from the Baltimore Ravens, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Washington Commanders, and they will compete in the first ever girls flag football at the Big 33 Championship over Memorial Day weekend. There are a number of NFL legends who have done this before, and Pro Hall of Famers: Tony Dorsett, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Joe Namath, as well as Kelly Brady, Damon Herman, Jordan Hill, Ben Roethlisberger, and Ricky Waters. I just really want to tell you congratulations. She's been with the flag football team for 3 years, from the beginning to now, and tonight is the PIAA will be voting to sanction the sport as a high school sport. And I just really want to thank the board of directors for allowing us the opportunity to allow women to be empowered by playing a game that they've been wanting to play since they were little. It's football, it's flag football, but without your support, there are a number of girls around this area in Western PA that they did not have the opportunity. And for you guys to see the foresight and say yes when it wasn't even a thing at the very beginning of the school, at the very beginning in 2022, when there was only 6 teams, we made history together, and it's because of you saying yes, allowing us to be able to do this. I'm very grateful, and it also allows Carla to represent the entire school in this big tournament that's going to happen over Memorial Day weekend. So thank you all. There are now over 100 teams across the state of Pennsylvania, and hopefully tonight it becomes a sanctioned sport. So thank you, and also congratulations, Carla. Get your promenade.
You want to do your girls, or you want me to?
All right, and I'm not sure who all was able to make it today, but every week we have a player of the week The Pittsburgh Steelers have always been with us from the start. They paid for our uniforms. They've been helping us with some transportation stuff and stipends for coaches. So right now I want to recognize Abby Reeves, Nari Morris, Mackenzie Reeves, Holly Buzak, Adalia Wright, Reners, Natalia Montez, and Emily Weisner and Nevaeh Cox. Carla, come back down. Come back down. These young ladies every week have played. So we play our games on Sunday. We are in the West Division. There are four divisions, North, West, East, and South. And we play every Sunday 2 games. We play some girls our team average is about 5'2". Most of the girls we're playing against are about 5'9", 5'10", and these young ladies have dominated their field. They came in. Nevaeh is a strong safety, interceptions left and right. We have a linebacker right here, and Adalia, Addie, and Carla is a quarterback and a center, and she also can play rush. You guys have made history. You are trailblazers, and if anybody tells you less, don't believe them. Walk high and walk tall, because you are the future, and you created something that no one else your age, not better yet, you created something in your generation that the future generations will live on to be able to be thankful for. So thank you. You are amazing women, and I am so proud of everything you're able to do. And I'm just thankful I got to be your coach. So. No, I can't do it. The banquet is on the 30th. We do this on the 30th. We're not doing it now. Oh, yeah. I'm so proud of them. Yes. Thank you. Good job, ladies.
Okay, girls lacrosse. Congratulations to our girls lacrosse team and their impressive stats. Number 9, Caitlin Kaleo, junior goalie, 3rd in the division for save percentage, 5th in the WPIAL for save percentage, 7th in PA for save percentage, ranked in the top 2% nationally for goalkeeping, broke 3 school records, most goalie saves in a game, 24, highest goalie save percentage, .685%, and most saves in a season, 156. You here, Caitlin? And I believe Mr. Carpenter's her first year as a goalie, I believe? I believe so. Congratulations to Caitlin. Number 25, Mara Ilko, junior midfielder, 4th in the division for ground balls, 7th in the division for goals scored, 8th in the division for total points, ranked in the top 50 in PA for goals scored, broke 2 school records, most goals scored in a season, most points in a season, 19, most goals scored in a season, 16. Mara Ilko. Number 1, Savannah Jones Jr., defender, 1st in the division for ground balls, 27th in the PIAA for ground balls, 31st in PA for defense, broke 1 school record, most caused turnovers in a season, 39. Savannah Jones. Number 3, Heidi Setzenfan, senior rookie, attack player, 6th in the division for ground balls. Heidi Setzenfan. Number 16, Hannah Larimore Jr., midfielder, 3rd in the division for ground balls. Hannah Larimore. Number 11, Emily Smith, senior goalie, 1st in the division for save percentage. Emily Smith. MAC Senior Spotlight. Congratulations to the following student athletes nominated for MAC Senior Spotlight: Heidi Setzenfan and Trevor Grabsky. Moving forward to the Mancini Award nominations. Mr. Hartman, you want to assist? Mancini Award nominations. The Henry Mancini Awards are a celebration of outstanding student achievement in high school musical theater in Beaver, Butler, Lawrence, and Mercer counties. These awards recognize individual artistry and honor the dedication and professionalism of students, educators, and their school's commitment to performing arts education. Participating school musicals are adjudicated by a panel of industry professionals from across the region, and students participate in a culminating award ceremony featuring a variety of student performances, as well as individual and group awards. Congratulations to the students who have been selected as semifinalists for the Henry Mancini Musical Theater Awards for their roles in this year's production of The Drowsy Chaperone. Best Leading Actress, Mara Ilko, Woman in Chair. Elaine Summers, Janet. Best Leading Actor, Anthony Spiker, Robert. Spicer? Am I saying it correctly? Spicer. So, Anthony, I should know this. Best Supporting Actress, Heidi Setzenfan, Kitty. Faith Aguirre, Trix. Best Supporting Actor, Pietro Pucci, Adolfo. Joey Bellinger, Underling. The students listed above moved to the second round on Monday, April 29th at Lincoln Park. In addition, Ambridge's musical production of The Drowsy Chaperone received 11 nominations. Our musical was able to be nominated in every single category they qualified for. Of these nominations, 3 students will be moving on to the final round of the awards: Lainey Summers, Pietro Pucci, and Faith Aguirre. We are so proud of our students, staff, and parent volunteers who have worked countless hours to make this possible for our district. Our students will now get the opportunity to perform a number from our show at the awards on May 19th at Lincoln Park. Mancini nominations: Best Actress, Lainey Summers. Best Supporting Actor, Pietro Pucci. Best Supporting Actress, Faith Aguirre. Best Choreography Execution, Budget 2. Best Costume Design, Budget 2. Best Crew Technical Execution, Budget 2. Best Ensemble, Budget 2. Best Execution of Direction, Budget 2. Best Lighting Design, Budget 2. Best Scenic Design, Budget 2. Best Musical, Budget 2. Can we give them a round of applause, Mr. Hutton?
It was a good show. The most in Beaver County, most nominations. Only second to Mars from Butler County. And just so you know, Mancini Awards includes Beaver, Butler, and what else? Armstrong? Armstrong? Come on, guys, you got to help me out.
Beaver, Butler, Lawrence, and Mercer.
Thank you. Yes, you already said that. On behalf of the 5 others that couldn't be here, 5 other individuals, they show a lot of gratitude to the support that the board and the school district has for our theater program. Thank you.
Kids, we didn't get a picture? Did you get it? All right, here's the... Still thriving after 35 years, our Steel Drum Band remains to be one of the premier and busiest high school performing ensembles in the tri-state area. So far this school year, the band has performed at 19 events, including appearances at 4 different school districts and 2 universities. As of today, they have an additional 16 performances scheduled that will keep them drumming throughout the summer. Tonight, we would like to recognize the Steel Band students who represented Ambridge Area High School at the state level. They were honored to be one of only 17 high school ensembles to be selected by audition to perform at the 2024 Pennsylvania Music Education Association's State In-Service Conference on April 18th in Erie, PA. This was the Steel Band's second appearance in 5 years that they performed at the PMEA State Conference. Joseph Bellinger, Angelina Betters, Elizabeth Bohr, Athena Bruno, Jalen Campbell, Jonathan Cermak, Zoe Elias, Jamison France, Mara Ilko, Brody Kanai, Avery Kelly, Jonathan Kowalik, Hayden Oslick, Madeline Palmer, Samantha Patton, Margot Pedalino, Pietro Pucci, Roark Richard, Anthony Scott, Heidi Setzenfan, Anthony Spiker, am I saying it right? Spicer. I'm sorry, buddy. Caitlin Turco, Emma Winham. You get pictures and applause.
Congrats again. Welcome back.
Third time's a charm.
Well, he who's in charge must take.
Come over for a picture, guys.
They're here in spirit. Most of them. Thank you.
AGLOA Nationals. Congratulations to the following students who qualified to compete in the AGLOA National Tournament. The bolded names followed by an asterisk indicate the students who made the trip and competed in the games in Atlanta, Georgia. Students who qualified for nationals had to qualify in at least 2 games at the county level. Elementary 5th and 6th grade, Briella Loftus, State Street, Brittany Fedor, State Street, Miliana Takula, Economy Elementary, Joko Zaraspi, is that Highland? HL? Yes. Simon Singh, Middle School, Adam Dunn Middle School, Natalie Dunn Middle School, Jada Palmer Middle School, Landon Musser Middle School, Stone Parker Middle School. Middle School, Madison Keller, Economy Elementary, honorable mention, Jack D'Amelio, Jay Singh, Kylie Wolf, Mia Pagani, Avery Brodmerkel, Nathan Recipio, Najajaya Collins. State Street Elementary, honorable mention, Emma Ursher, Tyler Cook. Highland Elementary, honorable mention, Dreshawn Campbell Assant, Halen Hughes, Olivia McGarvey. Middle School 6th grade, honorable mention, Felix Bruner, Brett Hines, Marissa Kinter. Middle School 8th grade, honorable mention, Christian Roberts, Morgan Hartman, and Peyton Lytle. concludes our recognitions this evening. Thank you for being patient, and thank you for honoring our students. We're very proud of them. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Just leave him here in the kind of dead space.
All right, at this time, district residents may come forward to comment on agenda items only. Each person must state their first and last name and address prior to speaking. Each resident will be allowed 3 minutes and can speak only once. This period for public comment prior to the standing committee reports will be limited to 1/2 hour. Although not required, board members desiring to address questions or concerns may do so after the residents' comments or questions or at the conclusion of the committee reports. There will still be an opportunity for residents to comment on any business relevant to the Ambridge Area School District under old and new business at the end of the meeting.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Caitlin Davidson. I live at 936 Beverly Avenue in Harmony Township. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Members of the Ambridge Area School District Board, I stand before you this evening to urge you to cancel the non-renewal hearings related to Baden Academy Charter Schools.
Ma'am, this is,
It's not on our agenda
this is,
tonight.
but there isn't,
The hearing officer, approving the hearing officers on the
so
agenda?
if you'd like to address the hearing officer component, sure, that's.
Okay, then I'll wait and
on
speak at the end.
The person or.
That's fine, thank you.
Yep, thank you. But otherwise, you're invited, there is an invitation at that second public comment period. Okay.
With that, anybody else? All right, education and technology, Mrs. Ramasco.
Thank you, President Carpenter. I would like to make a motion for items number 1 and 2 under education and technology.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Can I get I heard a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll, please.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacevic?
Yes.
Mr. Metz?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramasco?
Yes.
Ms. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Finance and budget, Mr. Zachi.
There's a few new to read this evening. So number 8B is a revision from last week. So it is recommended that the United States Fire Insurance Company be approved for student athletic and field trip coverage at a cost of $12,507 to insure interscholastic athletes, band, cheerleaders, and field trips. The medical limit for sports and field trips is $1 million with a 2-year benefit period. Plan 1, which pays all medical expenses, usual and customary, will be used. Any questions? Also, number 10, the Public School Facility Improvement Grant Resolution. It is recommended to adopt Resolution 2023-24-12, authorizing the Commonwealth Financing Authority to facilitate and assist in obtaining the requested grant. The funding will be used for the middle school and economy elementary roof projects. Any questions?
I just have a, excuse me, I just have a comment on that. Right now, this is just a resolution that is part of the application process. I'd like to thank Michelle Amadeo, Mr. King, other folks who all worked on this grant to help us be ready to submit, which we hope to do. Basically, this is a resolution that is stating that should we be awarded that grant, there would be a 25% match on the district's part, but considering we would get 75% possibly on our return, it would be well worth it for the roofs if we were able to get it.
And then also number 11, energy savings. It is recommended to approve an agreement with NRG to analyze and guarantee energy savings in each of the district buildings. This is at no cost to the district and subject to solicitor's review. Any questions on 11? With that, I motion for items 1 through 11.
Second.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
Could Dr. Pasquarelli just expand on the student athletic insurance change that we have this week?
Sure. So we did get a question last week in regards to whether or not field trips out of state would be covered. And we double-checked that, and what we found was trips for the band and all of the athletics, no matter where they were in the United States, would have been covered. There were a possibility of a few field trips that do happen if they were to go out of state, that they would need to get additional coverage, like out of item 8A or by other means. And so when we ask what would be the increase in cost to cover all of those with a higher benefit and to cover all the K to 12 trips that may ever go outside, it was a minimal increase, in my opinion, of $500. So we added that, and that's why it moved from $12,007 to $12,507. But I think for that additional coverage, if and when we do have some trips that go out of state, we would be covered and have a higher opportunity for benefit should something unfortunately happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Having the second, may I have a roll, please?
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacevic?
Yes.
Mr. Metz?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Ms. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Buildings and Grounds, Mr. Metz.
I'd like to make the motion for 1 and 2.
Okay, thank you. Having the second, any discussion? Okay, thank you. Roll, please.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacevic?
Yes.
Mr. Metz?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Ms. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes.
just wanted to again thank the PTA for their donations. I know I said that last week, but we appreciate all their work and continuing to update the outdoor area at Economy Elementary. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Pasquarelli. Athletics, Mrs. Fisher.
Yes, thank you. President Carpenter, I'd like to move for the adoption of item number 1.
Very good.
I accept it.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Thank you. Roll, please.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacevic?
Yes.
Mr. Metz?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Ms. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Public Relations, Ms. Fitzgill.
I just have one point of information for this evening, and that is the school safety report was provided to the Board of School Directors in executive session.
Thank you, Ms. Fitzgill. Steering and Rules, Mrs. Kehoe.
Yes, I'd like to move for the adoption of item number 1 as presented.
Okay, thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. With that, may I have a roll, please?
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacevic?
Yes.
Mr. Metz?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Ms. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Legislation, Ms. Fitzgill.
I have one new item this week, and it's an appointment. It is recommended to appoint Hearing Officer Paul Lally for the Charter School Renewal Hearing, pending solicitor review of final agreement. And does anyone have any questions? All right, with that, I'd like to make a motion to approve number 1 and 2 under legislation.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Roll, please.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacevic?
Yes.
Mr. Metz?
Yes.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes.
Ms. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes on 1 and no on 2.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Salary schedule and labor relations, Mr. Kovacevic.
There's nothing at this time.
Thank you, sir. Personnel, Ms. Young.
Thank you, President Carpenter. I'd like to make a motion to accept number 1 through 9 in salary, in personnel, please.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Thank you. Roll, please.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kovacevic?
Yes.
Mr. Metz?
I say yes to everything but number 6. I abstain.
Mrs. Romasco?
Yes to 1 through 9, abstain from number 4.
Ms. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. What a night. Quite a few recognitions tonight and accomplishments. And anybody who doesn't recognize what is happening here at Ambridge, it's truly something special to watch. Our kids are doing amazing things, and I appreciate all the teachers and all the staff and all the parents, and most importantly, the kids' effort that they put in every day to do the things that amaze us. So thank you for that, and I look forward to a great weekend. I'm going to the Mancini's, so I'm going to see you there. I'll be in your cheering section. With that, I will defer to our esteemed solicitor.
And I have no report this evening, but thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Dr. Pasquarella?
Yeah, just like the second kind of what you said there, President Carpenter, that you really look at the full body of work from the arts to the music department to our athletics to our GATE program, so on and so forth, of everything that we have going on here in Ambridge. It's just a really proud day to be a Bridger. So congratulations to each and every one of those, because you could see the effort and the pride and the hard work and the time that was put in, and it's just a really proud moment. So I'm really proud of all the kids as we begin to wrap up this school year and just look back at all the awards that the students have attained and all the hard work that they put in and the enjoyment that myself and others have gotten to see and watch them grow, not only in the classroom but at all of their extracurriculars as well. So really proud of everybody. Congratulations and great job. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Pasquarella. With that, let's move to old and new business. It's now time for old and new business. Any district resident who desires to comment on any business relevant to the Ambridge Area School District should now come forward. Each person must state their first and last name and address prior to speaking. Each person will be allowed 3 minutes and can speak only once.
Hello again. Caitlin Davidson, Harmony Township. So I stand before you this evening to urge you to cancel the non-renewal hearings at Baden Academy for our charter, currently scheduled for June 11th and 12th, and instead engage us in meaningful discussions regarding a path forward. Setting aside inaccuracies and or lack of factual support contained in the charging document, pursuing non-renewal would come at a significant financial and logistical cost to both the district and Baden with little to no tangible benefit. First, the public hearings themselves will incur substantial expenses for both parties, diverting funds that could be better utilized to enhance educational programs and support district and charter school students. Second, should the board vote for non-renewal following the scheduled hearings, Baden has made it clear to its constituency that it will appeal the non-renewal to the State Charter School Appeal Board. This would not be the first time the district and charter school went before the appeal board, and it was that body that granted Baden its initial charter, following hearings held before the district. While that appeal was time-consuming and costly, this appeal will drag on and cost far more to litigate, further draining resources from both institutions. Third, should the appeal board rule against the charter school, which, to be clear, the charter school is confident it will not, Baden will appeal further to the Commonwealth Court, adding even greater financial burden to the already strained system. Ultimately, the charter school's charter will be renewed, and if on appeal, the charter school will be granted their charter by the appeal board or the Commonwealth without conditions. Therefore, I respectfully suggest the district is faced with two options: negotiate reasonable terms and conditions of a charter agreement with the charter school now, or require the public to foot the bill, sure to be hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees, to needlessly pursue non-renewal of a charter school that is widely regarded as a shining star in our community. It seems as though the choice is obvious. Baden Academy Charter School has proven itself to be a valuable educational resources, and the resources that would be consumed in this legal battle could be better allocated and for further enhancing educational experiences for all students in the district. Whether those students attend Ambridge School or Baden Academy, you are elected to serve all families in the district, are you not? So I implore you, consider the financial and logistical implications of this process and explore other alternative paths that prioritize the well-being of all students and the judicious use of public funds. Thank you.
Any additional speakers? Okay, with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Moved. I'll second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Everybody have a good evening.